What is going on? Welcome. Snow Show Promos. How y'all doing? Hope I'm on a blessed Saturday still. You're watching this before it gets started. I'll give you my take on Andrade seeing Almas, right? Or Andrade El Idolo, which I prefer calling. Just got to do a quick shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to the followers on Rumble. So 468 YouTube, 153 Rumble. Thank you to people who like, comment, support the channels. I appreciate y'all for what y'all do, but enough of that, let's get into it. Now, word got out Saturday that Andrade unfortunately got released from the WWE. Apparently, they couldn't get a hold of him weeks prior to him getting released, or I guess he was frustrated with creative differences, and it's like, gee, I wonder why. Like, I would be frustrated too if I'm not being fucking used. And I don't understand why it's so hard for people to understand and grasp that concept. You know what I mean? It's like Chris Canyon said, it's all about what the writers write for you each week. And they didn't write shit for him for the past 2 fucking years since he came back and left AEW. And I can say the same shit about his run in AEW. He didn't do fuck all in the 2 years he was there. And I see comments talking about, like, oh, he was great AEW. Like, what? What were you watching? Like, because I just see him do a fucking thing. You know, couldn't even win a mid-card title or tag team title. You know, nothing. They didn't do shit with this dude, man. And it's unfortunate. And he had fucking Los Econopolis, you know? Like, and I think they reformed it too late, and then I guess there's tension between him and Peace Borders. I don't know. Nor do I really care. I'm not trying to feed into the drama between grown-ass men backstage. You know, they don't get along, they don't get along. Shit happens. You know what I mean? Like, that's life. But all I know is that the writing in AEW and the writing here in the past 2 years in the WWE are the same. Non-existent. Lacking. Underwhelming. Underutilizing the talent that this Andrade is seeing Almas or Andrade El Idolo. You know, even Ric Flair, woo, put over his ex-son-in-law. And I know some people, they're going to blame Charlotte Flair, woo, for Andrade getting packed up because he got divorced. But I'm like, I don't think it'll make any difference if they were still together or not. You know, like, it's like obvious they don't want to push Andrade. They have nothing for that man. Oh, I wasn't watching SmackDown around that time because Cody Chodes, you know, American Cuck, American Nightmare in the ratings, the worst top guy of all time, still champion around that time, so I wasn't fucking with SmackDown, right? But I heard the good things. One of the saving graces for SmackDown around that time was the feud he had with Carmelo Hayes, because when he shoots, he don't miss. All right, that Best of 7 series that was, I guess, underrated that year. You know, and they were trying to feud over the United States Championship, and guess what? Neither men won that fucking belt to this day. To this day. But you know who did? Shinsuke Nakamura. And guess where the fuck he's at? He's probably on his way out next. best believe there's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura getting packed up, if not this year, next year. I would not be surprised. You know what I mean? Another guy that's being underutilized. You know, another guy that, you know, every time he's right there, right at the fucking field goal, they stop him. They said the buck stops here, pal. And I'm just like, y'all re-signed this man from AEW. What was the point? What was the fucking point in signing him and bringing him back if you're not going to use him? Like, at all. You know? I don't get it. I'll never understand it, man. It's like, these companies so ass backwards and retarded with their logic. You know what I mean? They don't want to make money with all the talent that they have, which is a lot. They want to make money with certain talent that they like. You know what I mean? If they don't like you, it's GG's. Like, you might as well just fucking, pack up your shit, take your ball, and go home. I don't blame Andrade one bit for being frustrated with creative. Right? Because you got people, they're gonna be like, oh, he's a prima donna, a diva, he's asking for too much. Like, he's a fucking jobber anyway. Should be lucky they brought his fucking lame ass back in the first place. Never drew a dime. All this bullshit, right? I'm like, he doesn't even get the opportunity that, the Sami Zayns of the world, Cody Chodes of the world, the Seth fucking cuckold Rollins of the world get. He didn't get those opportunities. And maybe creative, they're looking at the standpoint of like, oh, well, you don't want to be here? Well, we got Santos Escobar. Which they're not doing fuck all with him either. Like, this man, that's another dude that couldn't even win a United States Championship. After they had that fantastic feud with Rey Mysterio. You know what they did? They sent his ass to AAA with Delgado. Legado del Fantasma. They doing their thing down there, no doubt. But it's like, how come they can't do that shit on fucking SmackDown? That's how you know it's bad, because they fucking own AAA, and they had no plans. They had no creative for Andrade down there at AAA. That's sad. Like, that's fucking sad. Like, I see more people advocating for Alberto Del Patron down there at AAA, which ain't gonna happen because it's damaged goods, too much baggage. But on the flip side, or the caveat, is that they brought back Brock Lesnar. You know what I mean? With his alleged fetish for golden showers. Wink, wink. You know what I mean? They brought his ass back. So it's not outside the realm of possibility. These fucking people, you think they give a shit about how the moral compass? I think not. Right? And at the end of the day, because I remember some dipshit came on here, he was talking about, like, oh, what's this fake outrage? When I was talking about the whole shit with R-Truth and Carlito getting released, which wasn't a work, that legit happened. And you could tell this dude didn't even watch the whole fucking video, because I'm like, bro, no one's upset. At least I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not upset. I was just talking about the fact that both these men were underutilized. What's the same shit here with Andrade? The man was wasted for 2 years, couldn't find him a manager, but they want to pair him back up with Selena Vega, had an excellent feud with Carmelo Hayes that went absolutely nowhere, to the fact that Carmelo Hayes is now back in NXT. Sad. It's fucking sad, man. We see talent just dwindle. You know what I mean? They're just stagnant while they continue the cycle of pushing boring, non-charismatic, lame-ass fucking wrestlers time and time again. As far as Andrade, I can see him going back to AEW. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that bridge was burned just yet. So, you got to make amends with Beast Orders if that's true. Work with CMLL again, Hell, his first feud should be with Sammy Guevara. That would be hilarious, because the whole, they got into a backstage fight, which I'm on Andrade's side, because I don't fuck with Sammy Guevara at all. Because he comes off as a fuckboy that only got the opportunities that he did because of Chris Jericho. And then had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to go, it was like a podcast or a radio show talking about RAPE joke towards Sasha Banks. Like, who the fuck does that? It's like, yeah, he's athletic, but it's like, so is Hologram, so is fucking, what's that dude's name? Commander, so is fucking Top Flight. He's a dime in a dozen in that fucking company, man. They recently just got Kevin Knight, fucking Speedball Mike Bailey, so yeah, I'm fucking good on Sammy Guevara, but whatever it is Andrade decides to do from here on out, I wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors. And I mean it. I say that about any talent that gets released, that gets fucked over, from my eyes. You know what I mean? They did him dirty, and it's a shame. It's a fucking low down dirty shame. But what can he do? What do I know? Right? But I want to hear from you guys. How you guys feel about Andrade? Do you think that it was a missed opportunity, that they could have done something with him during his time there, or like, good riddance? I would got rid of his ass fucking 6 months ago, or some bullshit like that. Y'all let me know. As far as what's next, I'm gonna do that Rhea Ripley and Drake video. I have to do that because I'm like, that's hear me out. that's gonna be one of those hear me out videos. Right, that'll be next. Right, I'll drop that on Sunday. So, but as of now, wishing off you guys this time. So that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect yours, your loved ones, stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty. But most importantly, trust in God. God be with you. I'm out of here. And until next time, adios.